Well, howdy folks, welcome to the Bowling Fool channel. Episode for today is new ball. So this is the Evoke, Motiv Evoke Hysteria, and I saw a lot of pros rolling this and winning a lot of tournaments. If you guys saw the same thing, and they rolled with this ball right here. So I've got the 15 pound. This is a pearl, and it's got a 4,000 grit, and we got a 248 and a 050 and intermediate diff of 0.015. So it's ASIM. I didn't plan on buying this ball, but when I went to the PSO last week, I was asking him about it, and he says yes, definitely a great ball. I have one in my collection, which he's not on Motiv staff. I don't think he really rolls many Motivs, but he got one and it's in his bag. He said, good luck finding one. They're all sold out from his supplier, was on a serious back order. So I went on my secret internet site, and lo and behold, they had a whole bunch left. So I ended up getting one. I said, what the hell? And it is a cool looking ball. I mean, look at this thing. Very cool looking. It's got green, purple, like a sky blue, or like a turquoise and a black. So I think I'm going to go with some green to match that. It's going to look pretty fire here. So the last Motiv I drilled up was the Pride Dynasty. That was for me, and that was a used ball that I got off a guy in our league for 20 bucks. And the last one I did was for Broski, and he got the Jackal Onyx. So my biggest collection of, the brand that I have the most of is Motiv. So I think I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will make 7 balls from Motiv that I have. So I have the Pride Dynasty, the Sub-Zero Forge, the Primal Shock, the Primal Rage, the Venom Shock, the Crimson Jackal, and now I have the Evoke Hysteria. So I heard the original Evoke was pretty good as well too, but I didn't get that one. The reason I don't get a lot of Motiv balls is because they're pretty darn pricey. I mean, they're 200 bucks, not exactly chump change by any means. Most of the Motivs that I have are very strong, a lot stronger than advertised. I know the Venom Shock was a really strong ball, and I struggled to roll that well. So I rarely pull it out. Last time I did for the review, I actually did pretty well, so I should probably pull that out more often and see how well I do. So I decided on a 60 by 4 1/4 by 30 layout. This seems to work pretty good for me. A little bit down lane reaction with a sharp back end being an ASIM. So let's see here. Where are the dots? Where are the dots? Oh, here we are. All right, so let's lay this puppy out. And I'm ignoring the CG, although it goes pretty much directly down. I'm going and looking at the, oh, I blanked right now. The bottom, oh no. All right. So I draw a line through here to that bottom one, and we're going to do 60. So PSO told me to drill it medium strength, so I'm going medium here. All right, 60 by 4 1/4. So kind of comparing the layout to my other pearls, this is kind of in line with what I have here. Let me know if you guys got the Hysteria. I've been reading reviews online, and everybody's just saying this ball is awesome. High scores right out of the box, so we'll see. Okay, and then we've got 30. And then we will take our vertical access line, the one we just drew right now. And we're going down 1 3/4. Oh, we're going down 1 3/4. And I always draw these lines really long. That way when I'm using the ProSec, guess what? It lines up with this part right here. I don't have to do any guesswork that I'm perpendicular. And then we want to go 4 5/8. We'll do this one long too. And we go 2 1/8 both sides. That's the middle of our span. All right, we'll come up here and then draw our bridge. And there we go. So a pin-up layout there, right, pretty much right above the 2 fingers, right above the bridge. So that's our layout right there. So we have 60 by 4 1/4 by 30. All right. So we'll see how that works out for us. And like I said, let me know if you have this ball, and we're going to put on the drill bit or the drill press right now. Voila! So the ball magically got into the drill press, into the jig. By the way, this is version 2 jig that I'm selling right now. It's $600 shipped to your door via UPS with all the necessary hardware you need. All you need is an XY table and a drill press and drill bits and a bowling ball, and you're good to go. So hit me up, thebowlingfool@gmail.com if you're interested. All right, so I decided to do all the measurements and all here, everything on the jig off camera to save time. You've seen it before. So I've got it all dialed in for the ring finger. We got a 31 32 bit. And one thing that I did today is I took all my bits out and I put WD-40 dry lube on them, right? Just to kind of preserve them. I haven't done that yet since I've been drilling, and they've been looking kind of worn out. So I'm gonna see what that does. Hopefully all the debris and bowling ball material doesn't stick to it. We'll see. All right, so I'm verifying that the table is locked down. I got the jig locked down. We got our measurements on. Good to go. Perfect line hit. Damn, it is actually pretty smooth. Cutting the drilling into the ball. It's a lot smoother. I wonder if that dry lube actually helped, or if it's just all in my head. But I definitely noticed a difference. All All right, next measurement is 5/16 table forward and 5/16 table right. So I'm gonna go ahead and adjust that. 5/16 table right. Loosen this up. Yeah, it's almost perfect. Damn, that was pretty damn perfect there. Huh. Let's double check. So I made my scribe lines a little bit weak, so it's kind of hard to see here. There we go. Thumb is 1/16 table left. And 1/4 table back. Take this off. Yeah, look at how nice and shiny that is, nice and clean. WD-40 dry lube. So dry lube is good for drill bits and drill presses. Everything that has to do with machinery is pretty much good, and it kind of just dries on spot. It's not like normal WD-40 where it's all wet and stays wet. That's good. Tighten it down and good to go. Let's try it again. Cool. Perfect. Oh, on the money. On the money. 1/16 table left. 1/16 table right. 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 1/16 table Oh, my drill bit fell, scared the crap out of me. Nice clean Jopo bit. I'll try this little attachment here, see if this can help. Seems to work. The problem is it just stirs it all up in there. And then the vacuum doesn't pick it up. But don't fret, just a little bit more to go. That's all she wrote. All right, next step, we're gonna do inserts and Jopo, and also check our pitches. All right, so we're off the drill press, and we have our holes drilled. You can see how well I hit those lines there. Boom, boom, look at that, boom. So still a little bit off on there, not too much. I won't be able to tell, like I said. So check the bridge line. 0.251. Oops. Let's see. 2.2 was like 2.256. Pretty darn good. And I've been always nervous on my first balls to get close to a quarter. I'm always afraid it's going to join at the bottom here, these holes. I've got plenty of distance down there. I'm not worried about it, but it's still, you know, this is a $200 ball. I definitely don't want to be jacking it up and having to plug it. 0.949, 0.949, perfect. .149, booyah. Let's do the depth. 0.198, 0.198, perfect. We'll do a quick pitch check. Just because it's fun. And I like to do it. Quarter. What we got here? 3/8. Yep, 5/16. and 5/16. Like I said, when you're measuring these, using these gauges, it has to be, when you're doing the span this way, it has to be parallel with this. If you're off a little bit like that, you see how the numbers change? So you have to be spot on with that, with your lines that you made. So if you're doing these, if you're marking these with a Pica dry pencil and you're not scribing, make sure you leave the pencil lines on there. Otherwise, you won't know what's what. And if you're ever measuring a ball that's been pre-drilled before and you want to check the span on it, say you want to plug it up or something, same thing. So draw a span line on there and going through the holes there, and then you can do your pitch gauges. That way they're accurate, because if you're off just a millimeter, it's going to make a difference in what your reading is. Okay, and we got a quarter. Let's see. Yep, quarter. And 1/16. Boom. Yeah. All right, so we're going to bevel out these holes here. So I'm going to roll this on Monday. I'll also roll the Crown Victory on Monday. I didn't get a chance to roll it last night. So Monday our local alley has unlimited bowling from 9 to midnight. And the cool thing about it is their league starts at 6:30. Next week is the very last week for league. So they oil the lanes at 5 p.m. The league starts at 6:30 and they get done around 9:30, and I get there around 9:30, right when they're done. So we have a little bit of oil on the lanes because I don't like to bowl on dry ass lanes. It's not fun. All right, so we got 21 here. That is pretty cool. The green does pop, I'll tell you that. Damn, that looks cool. Does look pretty cool. Oh, of course. This thing finally plugged up on me. Let's see how this fixes it. There we go. Get down there. There we go, all the way down, and booyah. .45 for the middle finger here. And you can't see it, but you can't see it with the camera. But when I do just drop down in there and let it go all the way down to the bottom, when I seal this back up, you can actually see the glue coming up the side there, because the fit is so tight. That it forces it up. Cool. And then off camera, I'm going to go ahead and trim these out on the side and use some acetone in there. But yeah, looking pretty good. Oh, it scared me. I had the ball upside down. I'm like, no, I put the rib section on the wrong side. But I didn't. So yeah, buying a Motiv ball is a very rare occasion for me. I'm usually a discount guy. I buy the balls that are discontinued. But the other day I was like, what the hell? I'll treat myself. I rarely buy a brand new ball, I should say. I say that as I just bought a Belmo ball. But I've got two Belmo balls. One I may drill up, and one I'm gonna sell. I actually got it for sale right now. Don't ask me the price. I'm gonna see if I get what I'm asking for, because I'm in no rush to sell it. It's a 15-pound. Oh, why did I do that? All right, make sure there's no dry spot whatsoever in there. Down at the bottom. Huh. Clamp around the edge there. And there we go. So we'll let that dry. I will trim down my finger holes there. And then we're going to... Oh, made a mess. I'm going to make a mess what I'm going to do. And then we'll cut down the Jopo. And then we'll be done. All right, last but not least, cutting down the Jopo. Just like that. Easy peasy. All right, so let's do a little vacuum out. And we can peel some of this stuff off here. I don't want to go too crazy though, but just what I like to do, you can see this stuff kind of sticking up, is I'll just pull that up and then kind of get the remaining with a bevel knife. You can see that just kind of easily flakes off there. And once again, you're not beveling the inside, you're just getting the top a little bit smooth. You don't want to be going in there like that. It looks good to go. All right, we'll do a little cleanup here. Whoop. What I like to do is look at it, just look at it, and make sure it doesn't stick up out of the above the ball, and it doesn't. And then last thing we'll check is the fit on the inner. Boom! Look at that, nice and solid fit. Heck yeah, we're looking good here. We'll go a little bit. I see some stuff sticking out. There we go. There we go. All right, so let me know if you guys have the Evoke Hysteria. Very cool ball, very cool looking ball with this bright green. And I think I picked some pretty good colors for the inserts. Oh yeah, by the way, so I got some acetone. I cut them down so you can see they're nice and smooth. If you can see there, that angle right there, nice and smooth, flush with the ball. We'll probably go a little bit over here. I didn't notice that, but acetone smooths that out. Got your Jopo, one of the best interchangeables. I've never messed with any other interchangeable other than Jopo. Thank you, Jopo. Very easy to install outers with the drill bit. Super easy to change out balls. If you don't have interchangeables, definitely get interchangeables. It's game changing for sure. Because every single thumb, you can bring 6 balls to practice one night, and every single thumb will fit exactly the same. You don't have to worry about different balls, the thumbs fitting a little bit differently. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll try to make this a little bit shorter than normal. This is the Evoke. I will roll this on Monday night, and I'll try to post a video on Tuesday morning of next week. If you like what you see, give me a like, comment, subscribe if you're not all subscribed already. If you're interested in my bowling ball jig that I have that's available for purchase, it's version 2 at 600 bucks. Email me at thebowlingfool@gmail.com for more information. I will ship it out to you via UPS. Usually, people have been getting it in less than a week. And that's from California all the way back to the East Coast. So they're very happy. Everybody's very pleased with their jig. And I am pleased with mine. It's been working great for me so far. And like I said, see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody.